Hola, hello. How you guys doing today? Number 33. And yes, I know I am wearing the same shirt. I am supporting my Steelers, which will be playing the Browns, which I can't say that I'm happy that the Browns actually pulled off a good season. And I'm looking forward to the playoffs. This is the rivalry that we've always wanted, the Steeler fans. We got tired of beating you guys for like 17 years in a row. I made a bet with my friend Ronnie. Veronica, you're out there, I know you are. But we would buy dinner every year. Who had a better record? You beat me twice, but we didn't play twice. Oh, you can't hear me. Hold on, let me turn that up. Sorry about that. Let's see here. That may be a little too loud. Let me know, right? Let me know. Alright, there we go. Alright, so anyway, let me start that over. So I'm supporting my Steeler fans here. We were playing the Browns. We beat you 17 years. Last year, you're probably working. I'm considering, man. I just don't know what to do. Come up there, but it's probably too late. Anyway, Brown-Steeler rivalry, 17 years. We end up beating you guys a lot of years. I made a bet with my friend Ronnie to buy dinner, and all of a sudden, she cannot buy dinner. It's great. Because I beat her 17 years in a row. Steelers have been. It's been a long time for the Browns to actually show up here in the playoff situation. We play you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. I know the world feels like it's going to end because of all the shit that we went through this week. Hang in there. We're great. I don't know if we're great. Anyway, today we're making Eggs Benedict. And here we are. I have all the ingredients that I need on the table here. I've never made this. And really, Eggs Benedict's really easy. Ham, Canadian ham, English muffin. It's the holiday sauce. And I am definitely a little nervous about the holiday sauce. Hollandaise sauce, or I call it holiday sauce. It's tough. I get it. It's all about not letting it separate at the end. Heating it too much. There's a lot of butter in this recipe, of course, and this is not for this is just a little bit when you're not really caring about the calories. Just something that we used to have at the convention center every once in a while. We loved, man. It was just when they introduced it to the menu, couldn't get enough of it. Okay, here we go. Anyway, so right now I have on my table, and I didn't make up any kind of really fancy thing. I just got my English muffins, I got my Canadian bacon, not doing anything too special about this. 4 eggs, a lemon juice, some white wine vinegar over here, and that's it. It's not much. So let's pray that I can make this hollandaise sauce pretty good. I'm not sure. So what you want to do is you want to start off with a double broiler, and right now I have my I have a big pot going, and that's what we're going to do to poach our eggs. Poaching eggs are pretty simple. It's all about timing. We'll see if I can pull that off. I got some butter over here that's just kind of keeping it nice and warm for me. And I got my pan here. Now this pan here is boiling, And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and lower that heat all the way. You want like a rolling boil, but you want it real light, because what you don't want your eggs to cook in your bowl. If your eggs cook in your bowl, then you're gonna have scrambled eggs, and you don't want scrambled eggs. You want the holiday sauce. So we're gonna start over on the table, and I know eggs. Yeah, you know you're missing Bo Blatty. You're missing it, man. Just want to start by separating your egg whites over here, and because you just want the yolk, and you just kind of just go like that. And we could do my little trick with the bottle, but I don't have a bottle. The 2-liter bottle, or a 20-ounce bottle, and you can suck the yolk out. I thought about doing that, but I did not go to the store to get that, so whatever. So you just throw this in there just like this. This could be a disaster, guys. I'm not sure if I can pull this off. It's about the separation, and that's the hardest part. What you want to do too is go ahead and cut your lemon open. So you're ready with that. Just kind of like that. Bo Blatty, you're missing is not my jam. I know it's not your jam, but God, Eggs Benny is so good. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you need a whisk, because what the whisk will do is actually incorporate air into the egg, and that's an important part. Some people add a little bit of water, which I think I'm going to add just a little bit of water. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. And then I'm going to put this on the pan. Let's go over to 4-range person. So I got this on the pan right now, and there's nothing going on, right? Just a little bit of heat, and you want to just start stirring this. And you want to get this thing starting to get air into it. You could do 3 eggs, 2 eggs. I don't really want to make too much of it because of the fact of all the, what am I going to do with it? I mean, you can make it and you can have it for a long time, but it's just no point, right? I do see everybody on Facebook, looks like things, eggs are not one of my favorites. It seems that yours, but you're always cooking eggs. I am cooking eggs. Eggs are important. I mean, a breakfast to me is one of the important part of the day. You wake up, you have breakfast, and you don't eat until dinner is what you usually do. Sometimes I'll eat a lunch, but not eat dinner, and then just snack a little bit at night. You can tell it's working, right? That's not good. I think my screen's a little big. I kind of wanted to, so you can see what I'm actually doing. And you just want to get this thing going. Now, this bowl is going to start getting warm. Once it starts warming up on you, you can see the heat coming out, the smoke coming underneath it. And you just want to keep this thing going, right? And so, what you want to do next, and this is the important part, obviously. See how, if you can tell, you can't really tell, but this is turning into like a little foam. You're going to start adding the butter. And it's very important to keep stirring this thing. I like eggs too, Rebecca. I agree. I mean, especially, I really want to do moons over my hammy. I feel like that should be one of my all-time, I don't know what that's doing. All right. Moons over my hammies. We used to talk about that all the time. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your butter, and you're just going to go ahead and start pouring it in. Very little. And you don't want to overdo it. You want to give time that butter to actually get into there and break this stuff down, right? Make sure your heat is on low. You don't really want that thing to cook. Like I said, you're going to turn this into scrambled eggs, and you don't want that. And I'm just adding butter. This is going to be a me whisking butter show. That's what we're going to do. And you just keep this thing going. And you can tell, if you're looking at it, you probably can't tell, it actually is starting to thicken up a little bit, and we'll give you a little better look at it. And I use about 3/4 cups of butter. Whisk it away. About 3/4 cups of butter is where we're at. for 2 eggs. You can totally do more. And this thing is just having its good old fill day over here. I'm going to turn down the heat over here. And then what I have is a big pot here with a bunch of water being boiled. And that's going to be the unemployed wussy. I have not got my unemployment. I am technically not unemployed, so I don't know if this is actually the unemployment cooking show anymore. I'm not really sure what this is. I'll know a little bit more tonight. Tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Tonight's actually the day you're supposed to like certify for it, but so over it. I mean, I'm very considering this whole thing. Trust me. So this thing is really looking really good, and you just kind of keep putting a little bit more butter in there, and just keep whisking away, because if you stop whisking, I don't know what will happen, but something will happen. And that's what I'm learning, is how to. And so what you're going to see, and what I am using, and what's kind of important, is an unsalted butter, right? You want to use an unsalted butter. And what happens with the butter, there's always this butter fat in there, right? And you don't really want that butter fat, and that's probably pretty much it. I'm going to just say that's good. And whisk a little bit more. Now what you're going to do, grab your lemon, crush it. The wastewater treatment, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I want to do it, man. I need a life. I need a life. You're gonna throw a whole bunch of this lemon juice. Oh, not the seeds. I put the seeds in there. Whatever. We'll pull those out. And just keep whisking away. There we go. That's probably good with the lemon juice. Now what you want to do is a little bit of, you know what, I have a problem with this thing here. Crack some salt in there. Look, you guys, I know, I'm off camera, I get it. I know, people, I'm sorry. And a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of paprika. And that's that, man. Stir this thing up. Holiday sauce, not too bad, right? Take the heat off. Like I said, you don't want to cook this, so you don't really want the bowl to heat up too much, and you just want to keep it going. Pretty much until you start pouring egg yolk all over your kitchen, so it'll give you a lot of work to do. A little runny. And see, that's where I don't know what to do, is if it's runny like this, because it just, I don't know what to do. It's a little bit runny, so kind of just keep it going. Incorporate the air in there. And get that going. Alright, so meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Canadian bacon and I'm going to throw it on this pan right here. And I have a little bit of oil on there. So it will heat up. And just looking good, guys. Still whisking. Add a little starch. I don't know, where do you buy starch at? I think as I let it sit, it will thicken up. Well, that's good. Just a little, like you try and do this with a spoon. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. And just kind of keep going at it. Keep whisking. It's my life, man. Keep whisking. Anyway, Browns are it's gonna be a good game on Saturday. I don't care. Steelers have their problems, but as long as TJ Watt shows up, our defense, we should be all right with the Browns. We did let you guys win the last time with our second string, but it turned out to be a good game. So we shouldn't have no problem with you guys, but you never know. It's a divisional game, and the Browns really, they need something to play for. Like, I liked it. I mean, it was pretty awesome that they've had this comeback. You know, last year was 2 years ago, they were 0-13 or something, 0-16. They actually got a positive season. That was 2 years ago. Last year, they actually made a 50, I think, a 500 season. So I'm here to support my Browns, or my Steelers. I'm glad the rivalry's back, honestly. And we're still whisking. And we're still whisking. Probably drop the whole bowl. That's what I'll probably end up doing. And over here, you're gonna just turn this right over. I don't really have that on very hot. Just a real low heat. Turn it up a little bit, because what I'm going to do is actually cook my English muffins on that thing. People like toasting them, but I like getting that ham flavor into the. Oh, they're playing now. What's the score of that game? And we're still whisking. 18 minutes of whisking. Still gotta cook the eggs. I think that's good, man. I think that's just what it's gonna be. I'm just gonna let this sit for a second. Okay, there we go. We're done. All right, good guys, awesome. All right, so this is pretty much done. What you could do is, if you want to try to keep your holiday sauce a little warm, you could keep it on the bowl. It's a workout show, right? There we go. Just put my arm up. All right, so now what I do have my boiling water going over here. And this is going to be for the, and you know what you could do for the holiday sauce? Just add a little bit of just a little bit of white vinegar in there. Just a little bit, and that'll give you that little acidic taste, I guess you could say. Whisk that up a little bit. Just a little bit. And actually add a little flavor to the holiday sauce. And now what you want to do is take your water over here. You got this thing going, and you want this on a very light boil. You don't want it, because what it will do is actually break the poached eggs, and you don't want that, right? So turn this on here. Get this thing back up to a boil. And I can take the Canadian bacon and we'll flip it one more time, because this is pretty much done. Oh yeah. That's looking great. All right. And take this dish here. And we'll take our Canadian bacon off of this. That's done. And get a little cooked on it. Got a nice little brown on it. It's looking great. And one thing I will need to do, hold on, just a little bit of butter. Of course, we need a little bit more butter. And get that pan all buttered up. Just like so. And what you're going to do is take your English muffins and throw those on there. Turn that heat up a little bit so it cooks a little bit. And we're done. Okay, so now the important part. Poaching an egg, which is the tricky part. White. Like Facebook usually tells you like how many people are on there, but hey, you missed the part. Yeah, that was whisking. I was whisking again. Poached eggs usually smell pretty bad. You want to go ahead and use white wine vinegar inside of the hot water, boiling water. And like I said, you don't want this thing boiling. You just want it just a small little boil. If you can see, it's just real small. You don't want those big bubbles, because it will break your egg. And it's good to use like another little bowl. So what you want to do, you check my, this is looking good. Holiday is looking good. A little more, a couple more whisk on that. And I mean, I'm surprised this thing hasn't flung out yet. What you want to do, take your egg, right, and just crack it into a smaller little bowl. And you got to make sure you don't break the yolk on this, right? There we go. That's a good one. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. In a bowl, because then it will basically easier to pour out in this thing. So take your water. Whoops. Let's do this. 4-person range. You're gonna take the water. You're gonna spin it. Right. A nice little spin move, and you want to pour this egg right in the middle. And that will help actually wrap the yolk. Pam, yeah. Where's Pam at? She didn't show up. Bummer. Okay. Wrap the yolk, or actually wrap the egg white around the yolk, and so you poach it. So we're gonna keep that going, and I'm gonna crack this next egg here. And what you want to do is about 4 to 5 minutes on these eggs, man. That's it. There we go. And that is probably the worst cracked egg possible. The worst. And so I'm pretty sure I could put this in there if I just kind of spin this around again. But I'm always worried about that other egg in there. But we'll give it a try. Yeah. Give it a try. All right. I'm going to have to do the floors because I made a mess. Sorry. So now these are poaching. I got those in at 24. Let this heat off. 24. I'm going to give these 4 minutes. Check my muffins here. These things are starting to get up there, looking good. Raising the heat up just a little bit on those things. And you got the egg whites. You always could use these for something else, but you just don't know. You just don't know. All right. That's that. We're looking good. Last thing what you want to do is, I'm going to grab this. I'm going to make a little noise. Sorry about that. I got some fresh parsley here. And you want to grab this. Take some of this out. Wash it. Just like so. And I'm going to chop it up for 1 second. Bear with me. I was going to actually pre-chop this, but I did not. And, you know, I think it's just for color. I'm not really sure if it really does anything. Maybe a little taste on it, but you just really want it for color. Makes it look pretty. I like colors. All right. Okay, here we go. Put that in here. Like so. Okay, sorry about that. Just a little off base. And we'll come back over to the pan cam here in a second. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing great. I wonder if I'm even streaming anymore. I've been having some issues with that. This kind of drops it out. This better not done what I think it did. No, looking good. So what you want to do is get it so you get all the excess egg white out of there, right? And we're at 11:26, 11:24. We're about 2 minutes in there, and we're moving that right along. Turn these over, and I'm just using Thomas English muffins, nothing special. Here's a lot of things you can do. Make an 8th minute for the people that are actually showing up now. So that you kind of go roll the tide. Yeah, looking great. All right. See some of it I don't. It's weird. Still up to that. You know, I noticed that even like people that are on my YouTube, I don't get to see any of those comments. So unfortunately, try to stick with Twitch and Facebook, and take a look. You know, for me. You guys want to watch? All right. So here we are. We're getting there. One of those eggs, I'm still seeing a little bit of yellow. I am hoping that isn't going to work out. Yeah, right? mean, that's what you just did. Well, actually, I mean, you watch all these YouTube videos and you see how they like make these, or not YouTube, but TikTok actually, and they make these little quick, how they do it and stuff like that. And I'm like, I mean, it seems like it's easy, but it's really, I mean, you'd have to time lapse, cut. I gotta really kind of start learning how to do all that. I have some problems. Last week we missed first 7 minutes of the show because it was not recording, and we didn't know until Pam kind of showed up and she showed us and told us about it. Craziness. All right, so we're in 4 minutes right now in this, and I think these are pretty much done. As you can see one of the yellows. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm gonna throw one more loop around. And this one, it feels like half the egg is just gone on it. I don't know. I don't really poach eggs. That's the thing. I don't poach eggs. I'm not a poacher. But see. Oh yeah, that's totally destroyed. That's not right. That is not right. But we're gonna pull these out because these are done. Now this one's right. Now this one is right. The other one, maybe not so much. But I don't know. I mean, I see half the egg. It's right here. If I just take it and just put it on there, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then that's it. And that's your poached egg right there. You can see the one on the right over here. This one lost a lot of its. And I don't know why. I wish I knew. I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I think. Looks like it is. We'll leave these sit. Let them warm up. Be done with it for a second. This I'm going to try to move over here. This is pretty much done. These are toasted, nice and crispy. You're going to put these down here on the. These are pretty much useless. What's it called? The eggless muffins. The tops, you could use them as like little spoons. Like that's what I'm kind of thinking. So we'll try that. So easy build, no problem build. Canadian bacon. You're gonna take your poached egg, dry it off a little. Put it on there. This one here. I know Kevin can't eat eggs either. I don't know what life would be without eggs. It's weird. A little salt. I'm very happy with the one on the right here. This other one, I don't know. It's kind of weird that like maybe I was spinning it too fast is what I'm thinking. I don't know. A little bit of pepper. You could still do another little pinch of paprika. So I know it's a little bit hard to see. I'm going to bring this up to the camera for you. And then it's time for the holiday sauce. One last whisk. One last whisk. Throw this there. Grab your spoon. And what you want to see is, let's do a person cam. Show you. That's that. See how it stays on the spoon? That's a holiday sauce. So take ends off here, leave it in the middle. We can move this to the center right here so you guys can see it. And you're just going to put it right over the top. Just like so. And see, I mean, I have a lot left, and this was like 2 eggs. Like, you have a lot of holiday sauce, and that's that. Again, sorry about that. Let's go here, and voila. You got your perfect. Hold on. I forgot about the parsley. Since I chopped it up. Throw it on there. Make it look. I'm gonna make it look all fancy. Just like that. And I'm gonna bring you guys over to the range cam so you guys can get a real good look at this thing. Hold on. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe too much parsley. But now the moment of truth. We're going to cut into this thing. And let's see how this works out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And we'll give you a little look at that. See how we did here. Hold on. This way. Perfect. Egg Benny. It's one of my favorite things to eat. Back at the convention center, my whole life. We're gonna give it a try. Eggs Benny. Benny and the Jet. Oh yeah. Now that came out good. Now holiday sauce is on point. The lemon. The egg is cooked perfect. Messed it all up. Maybe get one more bite in for you guys, just so you can see that I do eat my stuff that I eat. I have to eat myself, even if it's edible or not. That was a good bite. That is a good thing. Ryan, I don't understand it, but I get it. About Kevin, can't eat eggs, I get it. If you're allergic to them, what can you do? It's unfortunate. I don't know what my life would be without eggs. And that's just like my go-to, breakfast burritos. They're the best. Anyway, that's that. I did it. 11:34, a little quicker one than usual. Got a bunch of viewers out there. I appreciate you guys all showing up. That is just awesome. I do appreciate you guys taking the time and joining me. You know, like, subscribe, follow, whatever you guys could do. There we go. Got some coming out. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. That's it. That's Michelle. Hope you guys have a great Saturday. Try to stay positive through this whole hectic time. I know it's tough. It's tough for me. I know a little bit. Everybody was a little bit emotional about what happened to the Capitol. You know, first time in 2 years. Maybe it's what it needed. It was the build-up of everything, right? That's just past 4 years. And it's not one party, it's not the other. It's both. It's where we're at. 2021, let's hope for a better year. This is episode number 33. And I got you guys. We're going to keep going. Got a few new recipes for my cousin next week. The saladas I think we're going to try to make a little bit more fancy with apples and stuff like that. Looks like a really good recipe, so I really want to give that one a try. I appreciate her for coming in and actually helping me out with a few of those recipes. Chrissy, love you. Hope everything's well for you. That's it. Bunch of holiday sauce left over. You can put on some asparagus, put on some vegetables. Save this. Don't throw it away. Because it's just too good. You can almost eat it by itself. But anyway, that's it. That's my show. I hope you guys have a great Saturday once again. And be kind to each other because that's all we got. Maestro. Take me out.